So we concentrated on showing sort of the single-player city part of the game. We wanted to really show off the new technology, which is Glassbox, our simulation technology. We wanted to give you a hint of the graphical style and really show you some of the cool features that's really unique in terms of interface and how the game's presented to players. So number one change is multiplayer. So we wanted for a long time to actually add that. So we've got multiplayer now, which is a huge change. For a long time, there's a lot of simulation stuff that we wanted to do. So we actually added an all-new simulation engine, which we call Glassbox. So that's brand new. We've got a 3D world, which is actually brand new in terms of artistic presentation. We wanted to do that in a new, unique way, which was different from the previous SimCities, which we've accomplished that as well. It's kind of like a model look that's inspired by tilt shift. So we've got that. We've got specialized cities. We've got all kinds of cool stuff that's really new and different. This is not SimCity 5. It's really a brand new relaunch of the franchise. So I already mentioned multiplayer is a huge change. It opens up brand new ways to play the game that were never there before. The technology in terms of the simulation of what you can do. And then the cool things that you see. So we kind of had to fake things before. It was kind of like smoke and mirrors. But now it's actually real. So a lot of the things that you see happening on screen, for example, the Sims in your town, they actually go to and from places. They'll go to work, they'll come home. So all that stuff's kind of real. And then the other thing that we really wanted new players and even old players to experience the fun in SimCity much more easily. So the older SimCities kind of got like spreadsheet focused in terms of how data was presented. So we went to an all visual style in terms of making it really simple. Like one click, you can figure out if your city has power or not and what you need to do to fix it. So those kinds of things are amazing and make the game really fresh, even for old SimCity fans. The difficulty curve is really sort of flattened for users. So you can jump right in. We have some directions. There are some goals. There's some missions basically for players. You obviously have a tutorial. But it's the graphics that really allow it to be easy to jump in and play. So it's very informative. It's very fun. It's very tactile. Gives you great feedback while you're actually building buildings or laying power lines or even laying roads. So all that kind of stuff really helps the learning curve because it's visual. It's really easy to absorb that stuff rather than having to try to figure it out in some sort of menuing system. All right, so politics in the game. So you have lots of decisions as a mayor, and we want to make those fun. So it's all about choices. So we don't have a political agenda. So you'll be given a choice, for example, maybe you want to become a coal baron. Maybe you have lots of coal in your city, in the area right around your city, so you can make that choice. You don't have to do that. Or maybe you want to focus on education and be like a university city. So we provide new opportunities that were never there in the SimCities of old, because every city sort of ended up the same, like some just giant, Manhattan-style city. Whereas that's all different now because we have new city types. So, and you have choices whether you want to pollute or not. So we don't have a political agenda. It's a game after all, and it's a sandbox. But we give the player total choice on how they want to play. It's really up to them. They can be good, they can be bad, or depending on your definition of good versus bad. Well, a successful bad mayor, you could still focus on like a casino town that can still be crime-ridden. So some people will leave, but you can kind of balance that. And so you can still make money, and you can still expand your city, and you can do some cool things. But you may be not as concerned about crime and actually causing crime to occur in other people's cities that get spread out because of what you're doing. So we even have UFO attacks. So you can actually, you can create the beautiful city, and if you want to, you can destroy it all. So it's up to you.